Welcome back everyone. Today we're in the Giants editor and I'm going to show you how to download and install the new Giants editor. The new one is 10.0.9 version, and of course the game also updated to another version, so make sure you update that as well so it'll work with your Giants editor. But let's get started. I just opened an old one just to have a screen for to start the recording. So now we're going to hop on over to the Google. So in this case, we'll click on Google Chrome and type in GDN into the Google, hit enter, and then click on the first thing here that says GDN Giants Developer Network, and of course here's the little address right there, the link, and you click it and it'll open up to this. So if you don't already have this, you need to make a new account. So click register here, and when you do, it's going to give you the options how to register, what to do. You need to fill out the form, put your information in, put a good email that you can actually get into, that you have the password to, that you can go look at, and then it's going to give you a password. And this particular thing don't let you put your own, as far as I know. It gives you one. So whatever that password is that they give you when you finish creating your little form, then you need to write it down and make sure you write it just as you see it. If it's a lowercase, put the lowercase. If it's capital letter, put the capital letter. Otherwise, you won't be able to get back in there. Make sure if it's a 5, you make it properly so you can tell what it is and you don't think it's an S or something, so you can get back in. Alright, and once you're registered, you'll be able to log in, and you'll type your email that you put right here, and then you'll type the password they give you here, and then hit log in. Once you do that, I've already logged in on another browser just to save time. So once you finish registering, make sure you do all that right, and then you can select the newsletter they offer or not, and then you can go ahead and hit OK or whatever, and it'll make an account. It's free. It don't cost anything. And then you're going to open it up with your password here, and then as soon as you do, it's going to pop up a screen, and you can go to a download screen right here. So then say if you're on the home screen, you'll just click on downloads, and then it'll pop this up. You'll click on the first one in the list. It's Giants Editor version 10.0.9 Farming Simulator 25, and then the version of the game update is 1.14, looks like 0.0 plus. So that's what it is. It came out today, 10/28/25, October 28th, and I don't know if anything else came out. What you can do is look at these dates here. If you see any 10/28s or whatever, then you'll know something else came out. Okay, something else came out here. What is it? Okay, the Giant Studio thing. So you could download that as well. Anything new that you need. Okay, anything you're gonna use or need or want to look at. So I don't think anything else is new. Just keep looking. Let's see. Oh, the test runner. Okay, they got the test runner. We need to download that. All right. And okay, looks like they have. Let's follow this over. The icon generator's new. We need that. So those are what the things you're going to download, okay? So as far as I can tell, there ain't nothing else. But if there is, just get it, okay? Alright, so we're going to start with the Giants Editor 10.0.9, and we're going to click on it. It's going to download. Give it a second. Alright, as soon as it's done, we'll have it, and we can go put it and install it. I'm going to go ahead and click on the next one to download. So we'll go down the list until we see our next thing we're going to download, which is here. So this is Giants Editor Studio 10.0.2, 10/28/25. It says when it came out. So we'll click that. Let that download. Won't take but a second. That's finished. Come on down the list again until you get to the other stuff. Looks like on the 9th. This GRLE converter, or is that old? It says 10/9/25, but it says 7.02. I'm gonna click on it but it seems like I already have that. But if it says this is new, then they may have updated something. Okay, it is new because it didn't put a 1 behind it, because I would have obviously already had it. Otherwise, it would have said 1. Okay, so they did come out with that. So get the new GRLE converter. Come on down to the test runner and click on it to download it. So you'll have all this new stuff. Alright. And then we're going to go on down again to this one, which is the icon generator they have new. So let's get it. Want to keep everything up to date. And then move on down. Let's see. I'm sure they had something else, didn't they? No. Looks like that's it. Yeah, that's it. So that's all I see anyway. If there's anything else that they have, get it as well. Alright, so we don't need that one. Let's see what we got here. I think that's it. There's not any new ones down here, so we're good. Alright, let's go on and do the install, show y'all how to get that going. So you could click on it from over here, but I'd rather click on it. I want to go to the File Explorer, make a new one. Well, it's highlighting everything. What's going on? There we go. Now, I'm going to go to E, and then I'm going to go ahead and put it in here is what I want to do. So I want to take it from, let's just go to Documents, or Downloads rather, and go ahead and get your Giants editor, the new one that you downloaded. So let's look. This is it right here. And I'm going to right click and hit copy. I'm going to leave a copy there just for backup, but I want to have one here in E drive where I started from. You can see where I put these. So I'm going to drop it in. Just click on the white part, hit paste. It's going to drop it in the list as you see. Then I'm going to, you could double click it. Hang on. Double click it, and it's going to start this, and you're going to hit yes, you want to let it make changes. I know the screen is black, but that's all it said. Do you want it to let it make changes? You read this, which I'm sure nobody does, but read it, and then you got to hit I accept the agreement so you can use it, and then hit next. When you do, you need to put the browser on where you want it to be at. So we're going to say E, go down to whatever drive you want it on, click it, and click OK. So I'm putting it on E, and then because you got to have enough space on the drive, and then you can click next. Then it's going to ask you to set up will create the program shortcuts in the following start menu, and so it has this it's going to look like this. So yeah, we want it to say the name, and that's okay. So I'm okay with that. Hit next. You can open a desktop shortcut. I don't mind. I'll click that. If you don't want to, don't. Next. It's going to do it. Once you're done, you're going to click on finish, and then before you hit finish, if you don't want it to open the readme text box where it just tells you what it was doing about it, then uncheck it. And then if you don't want it to go ahead and run the application and open the Giants Editor 10.0.9, then uncheck that. But otherwise you can leave them checked, and they're going to open both of these things and right away. So hit finish. It's going to open this. Now what I suggest, and I'm not certain on this, I suggest exit out, because I don't want it to mess up any of these, and I'm concerned that since this one, whichever one I would highlight and I hit OK, maybe it would overwrite it. I don't know that. I'm just assuming that. It probably don't, but I would hit X, and I've always done that, and it's okay to do that. So X out. Then in here, it's going to open up this. Before we look at that, we're going to click here and read this. This just tells us this compatibility with Farming Simulator 25 1.14 patch was done. So they didn't tell us anything they actually fixed. Like sometimes they tell you like they did this. They're not doing that so far anymore apparently. These are the ones they've updated to each time. So that's all that is. You can X that out. You can come over here and maximize this. You can X this out, and you got your little screen here so that you can see the consoles up right here. You can drag it down a little bit if you don't want it all the way up. Alright, so if you get in here and you're new, click on File, and then New Mod from Game, and open up this little area. If I clicked it, I might not have clicked it. It might take a second. Sometimes things take a second, so be patient. See, I waited and it come up. So then you're going to click over here, depending on what you're getting. You could get a vehicle or whatever, or you could click on map to get a map. I don't usually mess with the vehicles, but you can. You could get the map US, you could get the map EU, and you could get the map AS, whichever one you want. I usually get the map US one. We would click on that, then you would click OK. Then it's going to open up the working directory area, which in my case is C drive, and it's going to put it on my C drive. You could change this to wherever you want it now, but I usually just leave it. And but it wouldn't be a bad thing to put it in a place wherever you're like if you have more room on D or E or something, probably change it to wherever that whatever folder you want it to go to there. I usually just highlight the end of this. I let it create this. If it hasn't never created, like if you're brand new, it's gonna make a my FS25 mods folder for you. Okay, you ain't even gonna have to make the folder. It's gonna make it for you if you leave this. Okay, and then highlight up to this / and then type out whatever the name of the map's going to be. I'll just write map name, just for an example's sake. Map name here. Alright, and then whatever you call in your map. But I would it's best to put FS25 _, so hold shift down and hit the minus sign and it'll put an underscore because it's on the other one. So put that at the beginning of it, so that helps you already have it set up, so when you do zip it up you can go right in game, because that's what you need at the beginning when you go in game. Alright, now you're going to hit OK, and it's going to make that folder. It's going to open the map in here. Okay, be patient. Don't click anything, don't do anything, wait. Okay, then you're going to hit save. Alright, before you go messing around and doing anything. Alright, so wait, give it time. It's going to take a minute, so just be patient. And don't click nothing, because it can jam up and crash your whole deal. Preferably have a lot of your stuff closed, like if you got stuff open before you go doing all this, especially on a low-end computer, because it can make the computer have a hard time doing having all that stuff open. So do that, and it shouldn't take too long, but it'll take a second. And I got a lot of stuff open. I got OBS open. I got an old Giants editor here open, as you can see. I'll close it, and just a bunch of things. And you really shouldn't click at anything when it's going on, but I'll click back on there. Just click back on there once if you happen to have messed up, and see how it's spinning. Just be patient. It'll finish. It says not responding. Don't panic. That's just because it's trying so hard to do all the stuff and make the information for the whole map. So it's just give it time, and then once that's done, we'll have it in that folder that they said, and we can go to C drive, wherever that spot was, which is in this case would be in documents, my FS25 mods, and you open that up and you'll be able to find it. Okay, the map, after you save, the map will be in there. It'll create it there. Alright, or it probably is already there, and then you need to hit save after the fact. You're just saving to make sure everything's good. I would assume it's already there before you save, most likely. I've never looked. Alright, so it's getting closer. It's going to be through in a minute, so just be patient. Alright, so it opens up. And remember, if you don't have your game updated, this may have some sort of issue. So you won't be compatible. So just remember to make sure that your game is also updated. I haven't even checked to see if my game's updated, so I don't know. But I'm assuming it is, because everything looks okay. So hit save. Once you see the map and nothing's moving anymore, and let it prepare the i3D. You can see it says preparing an i3D, saving the mod. Okay, so that means it probably wasn't in the folder yet, I would assume. I hadn't checked that before, but I would assume it wasn't. But we'll see. And let that do its thing. And now you're ready. Now you can leave this open, or whatever you want to do. You could close it if you wanted, if you're not ready to work in it, and then go ahead to your documents. Okay, and I'll just go here, then go to documents, then you're going to go to my games. Whoops, my bad, back up, go to my FS25 mods. That's the folder they created. If you didn't even have that folder, they created it for you. You could have wrote whatever you wanted it to be there, and they would have done all that for something else. But you can come in here and you'll look. Let me see where it's at. Right here. This is the map. FS_map name here. This is the one we just created, and if you open it, you can see you got all the stuff. So you just open it and there's everything that it gave you. Alright? And if you say this one was closed, say we close this one, we don't have to close it, but say it was closed, you can double click on this map USI 3D. This is how you get in there again. Then click on the 9 if it's not already, which mine's already highlighted, and then you're going to click OK. So click OK and it's going to open it again. Okay, so it's just staying small because it's got to get used to it being big because it was new. So just maximize it, and after a while it'll stay big when it opens. Okay, so just give it a minute. It's not through. So when this highlights red where you can see the X and everything pops up, then it'll be ready. It's going to be loading that map in here. Okay, and then I can show you a little bit more just briefly. You can take all your new stuff and put somewhere if you want, or you can just leave them in downloads until you get good and ready to use them. Give it time. It's not finished. It's probably struggling because all this stuff's open. So just be patient, like I say, and let it do its thing. I'm not clicking anything. It's working. Just give it time. Sometimes it's usually faster, but like I said, I had a lot of stuff open. So that's what it is. There we go. Now you see, now this is getting ready to turn red, and that popped up the i3D name. So soon as, well, let's click on it again, and then click this X, and that'll pop that out, and you can maximize it. And of course, there it is when you open it that way. And if you're new, you come to Window to get all the things. Like there's the scene graph already open, but you need to come here to get the attributes. Open the attributes. It's over here. Hit Window. Come down. If you need material editing, click that. It opens it over here. Okay. Window. If you need, there's another one. What is it? Terrain editing. Click this. Click the height one, and it puts it over here. Okay. So whatever you need, that's how you get it. The console is in here. Well, it's actually, yeah, it's up here. But they already have it open in this one. And anytime you want to close one, close it, and you can get it back the same way. Alright, and then anytime you're finished with your work, say you do some moving some trees and stuff, just go ahead and hit this little blue save i3D file right here. You ain't even got to go file and save and all that. Just hit this right here, and it'll save it. Okay? Now, we're just going to jump on over. That's the tutorial on how to download and install the Giants editor. Now, I will tell one other thing. When you come in here, go under File and click on Preference right here. Preferences, rather. And then you're going to look at your game installation path. And you're going to click on it, and you're going to push the over button and make sure it goes to your Farming Simulator 25 one. If it does, to the right path wherever you install Farming Simulator 25, then you're okay. If it didn't, you need to click on these three dots and go through all the folders until you hit FS25, and then you're going to hit Apply. Okay? So get it to your FS25 folder. There is a video on my channel about the game installation path errors. If you have problems, go watch it to get a more full explanation. Okay? Then you would click Apply. Don't have to, it's already there. But if you do, click Apply after you did it, and you're good. You also can do a text editor, and you could also do, it looks like they have one for the Giant Studio thing. So depending on what you wanted on your thing, you can add it or not. Also, here's the different things that it has in here. These settings that you could do, and then scripting has this information. Then it has the shortcuts. If you want to understand a little more about the Giants editor, come in here and you can see Control O is open file. I don't usually use some of these. Control S is save. Control Shift S is save as. You know, Alt 4, F4 is exit, and so on. Undo is Control Z. Control Y is redo, Control X is cut, Control C is copy, Control V is paste, so on. And Control D is duplicate. I use that. Control B I use a lot. Interactive placement, which means you put the building right in the spot you're clicking on. But anyway, that's all these little things that tell these shortcuts on the keys, so that you could do it quicker or whatever. Okay. Now you're just going to close after you've applied, if you had to do that, and get out of there. Alright, now we'll just real quick go take a peek at those other ones we put in here and we'll just jump here, go to downloads, and you can see you have your GRL one, test runner one, and the icon, FS icon generator. Put them wherever you want them to be using them from. And there was one of them, if I can find out where it's at, I hadn't used it in a while. Okay, I got one in utilities. I made a new folder and called it utilities, and I opened it, and I put within it some of the tools and things. So I put one that said tools, utilities with an S, tools, and then I put the GRLE converter thing in here. Now that's just extra stuff I wrote there probably. But anyway, the stuff in here is, some of that won't be there probably because I had left some of the stuff in there I had threw in there. So some of that won't be in here. But if you put yours in here, and if it's zipped, unzip it and throw it in here. And again, if you'll put it and write a folder that says utilities, then make a new folder inside that folder that says tools, it made this work. When I put it anywhere else, it wouldn't work. So when I wrote utilities and then wrote tools in D drive, it worked. So I can't, it's just sometimes it does that. So do your best, try and see what's up. But if you're having problems with it working, try that. Alright, and so I just threw some of the other ones I think in here, but I didn't ever mess with some of it because I wasn't worried with it. But again, if you're like, I don't know how to unzip it, click on it, right click, and click extract all. Then it'll unzip it and turn it into a folder like this. Then you can either delete or move the zip folder somewhere and put it for backup or whatever. And then you'll have the open folder. Okay, and then you can use whatever's in it. Same for all of them. Alright? But anyway, that ought to be good enough. Y'all should be able to handle it from there. I'd have to do a further tutorial on the use of that later. I can't do that all in this video. But now we have the newest one. And make sure you, again, go in your game and just see if it says the 1.14 whatever the update was. Up in the top left corner of the Farming Sim game, you'll be able to see if it did update or not. Alright, appreciate everybody. Hope you enjoyed. I'm going to catch you on the next one. Please hit that like button, subscribe, turn on your notification bell if you want to receive a notification every time I post a video. Goodbye, everybody.